beat everyone with Yoon.
So that does it for Julio and Yoon. Now we're gonna have Crackfiend showing some Balrog.
Really awesome.
And
we're gonna be late for dinner.
And we're gonna be late for dinner.
No, I don't think it's gonna take 30 minutes per se with Balrog. I mean, Balrog's been around. Let's be real. Balrog's been around for 5 years.
Yeah, that's true.
And in terms of actual technology, Balrog doesn't really have much technology. Very straight up, very straightforward character. One sec. Sorry, let me pick the characters first. I mean, if you guys have any questions, I can definitely answer them all. But in terms of like overall technology, I mean, what do you have for combos? Jab, jab, short, headbutt. Standing medium, standing roundhouse, crouching jab to EX upper loops, and then headbutt combos. I mean, we've seen that for 5 years. So, but we'll show it again just in case for some of you guys that may be watching that might actually be new. So, one bread and butter combo, jab, jab, short, headbutt. You can combo that into your super, into your ultra. Another combo would be standing roundhouse, crouching jab into EX upper. And then you can do head jab short upper again, or jab short headbutt, what have you. There's another combo that I like. If I can bait a stand tech, I'll go crouching forward. So that's crouching forward into short. So it's crouching forward and crouching short to EX upper, and that's when you bait a crouch tech. I'm not going to go too much into how to bait a meta because that is extremely complicated, but basically if you can bait somebody to stand tech versus crouch teching, and you know they're going to start stand teching instead of crouch teching, that's when you bust out the crouching medium. But you have to be aware that if they know you're going to press the crouching forward, or they know you're going to press the button, I mean, you could easily get DP'd, and anytime you get DP'd as Balrog, you lose momentum, you lose control. So as a Balrog player, your goal is to always maintain pace, always maintain control. One of his biggest goals or objectives in the beginning of any match is to control the corner. So as soon as he gets him to the corner, like we're on it round, this is what's called the sweet spot, especially Balrog versus Ryu. That dash punch right there, there's pretty much absolutely nothing Ryu can do. In fact, if it's spaced to the very tip, not even that super will punish it, which usually punishes the dash punch on block. And let's see if it worked here. So you're gonna just do a reversal super. Yeah, let's try again. Let's go back. See, that's max range. And if I was just slightly closer, like right here, actually right here, that should punish. See, so this is like a game of inches that you're playing with here. And you have to kind of know these things as you play these matchups. And it's the biggest difference in the world, because I've done this many times to bait a Ryu player to use all his meter and now have complete control.
Wait, what do you use to bait out the meter?
Because, so I'll just show you again because you want to watch it. But basically it's just, if you can get just like the very tip of your dash punch, so it's basically 2 dashes back from here, and then just a slight step back from me. And if I dash punch from that range, if you're going to corner with Ryu, he tries to super, reversal, you get it blocked.
Yeah, that's smart. That's really making a rush punch.
But we're talking about inches, just the tip, exactly. I do know all about the tip. And speaking into one right now. Ooh. But yeah. So we'll go back to kind of what we're talking about. And your corner control is really, really important. Now, the Ryu is not always going to have super, so he's not always going to super you in the face, right? So he might neutral jump to bait out your dash punch and punish you. He might focus, right? So in this case, so I think my focus today is going to be mostly corner control with Balrog, because this is basically 90% of what makes Balrog good.
Okay.
So in the corner, I'll show you guys kind of this, it's kind of like a flow chart, and this is kind of the meta too, but it's not too advanced for you guys to understand. So here, like I said earlier, dash punch, you're gonna chip. If Ryu jumps, so if you just jump for me, and just try to bait out like my dash punch, you could always go that. You can't, you don't have enough charge for it. A regular dash is a little bit risky because sometimes you can miss. That one is just like timed, but if you did like something like that, like you can just land and just, well, do a big combo, put you out of the corner, you lost corner control. So I don't think you can ultra, because like from here, but I'll try. Let me try. Oops, I get my charge.
But you can hit that, right?
That's so hard. Off regular rush punch? Oh, my bad. That's still hard.
Yeah.
Like, what's your most active rush punch? The one that sticks out the longest?
I'm not sure why I might get hit.
That'd be cool if it was like active for days and then hits at the tip.
None of it's active for days. The thing is, it's all about timing. So it's a really technical play, and it's all about timing. And you want to hit them as they're actually going. Actually, you want to do the dash punch about when they're just before they hit the tip of the jump. So, like right there, he didn't hit the tip yet, but just before he hit the tip, again the tip. God damn it. We go into the rush upper. Now, this doesn't work on all characters. This is very matchup dependent as well. Ryu is a character that this is terrific on. You try it on Sakura, you get screwed. You try it on Adon, you're screwed. Anybody with a big vertical hitbox will just own it. So it's not like it has crazy active frames. It's just a different way to anti-air without doing a dash straight. Because like with a dash straight, they have to be on the way down. And sometimes you can get caught by that. So I try to catch my dash punch on the way down. See? And even though it's still in your favor, you still took damage, which is not what you want anyways. So your upper, it just doesn't get punished pretty much ever. Well, unless I screw up the timing. Huh?
Dude, here I wanna actually ask you some questions.
What's up?
And Mr. Crackfiend. Here. I'm gonna pretend to be that Ryu.
Okay.
I'm gonna be that common Ryu. Let's do some real practical stuff.
Okay, so let's I guess we'll go into kind of a, I guess at work I call it a case study.
Right.
or in this case just kind of a mock match, so to speak.
So what do you do if I'm like the kind of Ryu that just like I'm in the corner and like I don't know, I just want to do this all day. I just want to low forward fireball you. I just want to.
Well, in that case, when you're low fireballing, you see what I just crouched, right? And that my hitbox just extended. Now instead of crouching, I'm gonna stand in front of him instead. So, and then when you stand in front of him, I'm gonna sweep him.
Crap.
So
okay, that's a smart thing to do, right?
Yeah. So what you're gonna do is, okay. So you have to role playing. That's another good one.
This is role play.
This is a role play. So.
So I'm that Ryu right now.
Yeah, so you're that Ryu, and I'm gonna like go like that, but instead of that, I'll just stand up and try to like really just shorten my hitbox or
dude, just whiz.
Yeah, just
but
whiz.
If you crouch,
I crouch. Yeah, exactly. So again, a game of inches. This is very. You have to be really in tune with your spacing. You have to really study this immensely. And I mean, Julio has seen me around the block for. God, everything's like a sexual innuendo now. But I've been around the block in the FTC for
a long time. Basically, when I started, I would see you at San Jose State. I remember seeing you.
I've been around for 12 years.
Before that, I know you played CVS2, right?
CVS2, Third Strike, Marvel. So
you played Urian, right?
I played Urian.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of these like little technical things about the game. Like I'm more used to doing some of these things where a lot of other players they use like the game mechanics. I mean, technically speaking, I'm using game mechanics, but we're talking about like a game of inches versus like setups. So I'm not
you're
using
shifting
setups.
your hurt box.
Yeah.
For you to get the sweep, right?
Exactly.
I'm gonna do this, but then eventually
like that. Yeah. So I bait it out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
Anyways, yeah. So that's what you do against the crouching forward. Whenever you just like really forward happy, he shouldn't be forward happy. In fact, your goal when you play against a Ryu is you eventually make him press no buttons. You make him so tentative and so scared that he doesn't want to hit that button because he's gonna get sweeped every single time if he does that.
Yeah, I see that happen a lot.
I did it. I've done it to a lot of people. I did it crazy to Kenzo.
Oh really?
Yeah, I've done it to crazy to Kenzo. I've done it a lot. I mean, my historical matches with even Troy, I've done it to him many times.
Yeah, that's super. What should Ryu do when he's in the corner against Boxer? I think he should just do regular fireball, right? Like those ballsy, just straightforward fireballs, right?
He should, right? If I was crouching, right, and you did a fireball, I already have a headbutt. So there's one setup. I'll show you guys a setup that not very many Balrogs use, and I use it all the time. So throw a fireball from full screen. So you jump forward, right? And usually this is a distance where a Ryu will throw another fireball.
Oh, so, yeah, I can see why. Okay, so I'll throw a fireball.
Yeah. So headbutt. Throw the fireball faster now.
Okay. Fast fireball again for both.
Just the first one, whatever, and then the second one, the fast fireball.
Okay, so I'll throw fast fireball. Fast fireball.
Oops. That was
yeah, they're both fast, by the way.
Yeah. Oops. Go ahead.
It would have worked anyway.
It would have worked, but this is a really strict timing because you have to wait for that fireball to actually get next to you. If it's a fierce fireball, you have to wait for like the very end of like right before it hits you. Then you have enough charge for the headbutt.
Yeah.
So a little trick.
That's really good. And if nothing happens, you just keep walking forward, right?
Exactly. So you're battling for position with Balrog at all times. So you have to have these little tricks up your sleeve so that you discourage the opponent to do like little things, right? So
I think that's really cool.
That standing thing is an old school technique. I can't remember who told me. I think it was Choi that might have told me this one. But
that literally, this is what wins you games, right? Shutting down Ryu's forward.
I'm gonna look at the chat to see if there's any particular questions.
How many it was? Doesn't look like there's any questions yet. He knows all about the game of inches.
The game of inches. While you're looking at the questions, I just wanted to tell all the Ryu players out there, can you guys stop doing uppercut FADC and just do uppercut hold? And then so if it hits, you ultra. It's smarter, right?
It is smarter. Or you could just let go and then backdash.
Yeah.
Like hold it a little bit.
Yeah,
like
that's another option. Yeah, that's a better option.
So they're both good options. It really is dependent on the scenario, right? So what's another question that, let's say, I don't see any questions really for me.
Boxer, dude. Boxer Shoto's just hard. It's like...
He asked about Eduardo's level of boxer.
Eduardo's level of boxer. I can answer that quite well, actually. So, Eduardo...
What are Eduardo's tendencies that people should follow to play good boxer play?
Alright, so here's the thing with Eduardo. He's not... I'm not saying he's not good at fundamentals because he is. What I'm saying is he doesn't rely on fundamentals to win. He uses the fundamentals to get reads, and he makes really bold, aggressive reads with them. So that's why he does things like thing and then bomb like that. You know, like he baits out the stand tech. He knows a stand tech is coming. He's not guessing it. It's not a pure guess. He sets up his matches so that he gets information early and he invests later. Unlike me, he's more aggressive. I pace my game out slowly. I'll drag it out. So I'll time it out. I will time it out. Eduardo uses that to try and finish now. And use that and basically his aggression forces the opponent to think faster, and not everybody can keep up to that pace. And it gives a lot of people trouble sometimes because of that killer mentality. Yeah. So, although Eduardo is not terrific at being a turtle, I don't think he needs to because that's not his strength. So Eduardo is a top tier Balrog, but he's not a defensive type. But he does rely on some fundamentals to be able to get him his reads. So let me show you guys one thing in the corner that I do. And I'm totally like just going all around because I'm just winging this.
Yeah.
But show
me some stuff.
So I
just want to see cool stuff. Let's do it.
This is one of the stuff I do for meta to bait and get a read. So how to get a read with Balrog, and this works. This is a concept that works for every character. So I'm going to show you. So I knock you down, right? And you block and you go bam. I walk back. What did you just do?
I just crouch tech.
That was a crouch check. I knew that was a crouch check. I just asked him so you can reconfirm.
Yeah, I was crouch checking. That was just like my instincts.
That is the most basic setup. Can you make the game audio a little lower?
Oh,
absolutely.
I just lowered it.
Okay, cool.
I already did that.
Okay, so that was the most basic setup in the. I don't know. I just.
There, 30%. All right.
Okay, 30%. So that was the most basic setup in the game to get one read. Sometimes I have trouble keeping Balrogs away because I get punished by turn punches. Well, turn punches. Here's the thing. Like,
there's ways to beat turn punches.
There's plenty of places to beat turn punches. So what are you doing? So this gets a little bit more granular, right? So what exactly are you doing that's getting you hit by the dash punch or the turnaround punches? Are you throwing a fireball? Are you focus attacking? And then another question after that, you got to ask yourself, well, what was I looking for that made me choose that option, right? So what you keep going. You basically reverse engineer the decision process, and you look for the root of the cause, right? And you look at your matches that way too. When you study a match that you lose, you have to look at the root of the cause. What was the start of the momentum of that match? You start over, and then if you can prevent that very first step from even happening, you can pace your match out better. That's one of the things that I use, right? Like I'll study matches from a lot of players, and I look for that one thing that changed it. It was a certain move, but not only was it a certain move, what was the decision behind the move? How did he get to it? Prevent that exact scenario from happening, and then find other countermeasures for him to set it up a different way, right?
All right, I'm gonna lower the game audio.
Yeah, we're just gonna lower the game audio.
There you go. It's at 16% now, so you guys should be good.
You know, maybe we gotta lower in-game audio.
That is in game right there, right?
I mean, this is the audio for it. I mean, it should work with this. I don't know why it's not. Let us know if it's still too loud. If it is too loud, then I can just we can just exit this real quick, go back into the game, and then
one of the ways to if you're getting punished by turnaround punches, what I would do, you just gotta wait a little longer, make him release it, and then you can punish him. You can go for once you anticipate the rush punch, the turnaround punch, then you can start doing punishes. You can.
I'm gonna go into the game and just lower for you guys really quick, to make it more convenient for you guys. So sorry about that.
This is the guaranteed way to lower them.
Yeah, that's just the guaranteed way for sure. So lower it. Actually, lower it one more time. I don't know how loud it is exactly.
We should do 3 because I don't think sounds. I think you should lower it one more.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, there you go.
All right,
that's perfect. Okay.
Anthony actually told me about it.
Oh, what? What did I tell you?
Antipasta?
Oh, Antipasta is amazing. I took him there. Remember?
Yeah, Antipasta is godlike.
Oh, we're talking about food. Sorry, that's another one of our loves. We just turned down the volume a little bit because they were saying it was really, really loud, so we just exited it real quick.
All right, let's go through some common scenarios.
Yes, again, we'll go back to the common scenarios. So I showed you guys how to get a read with Balrog, and when he did that crouch check, there's several things you can do with it. Okay, you don't always have to invest in that information immediately. You can always save it for later. And here's a pro tip: how to clutch. That's a hard thing to teach. In fact, that's extremely difficult to teach.
Yeah, clutching is literally you can write a book on how to clutch.
Write a book on how to clutch, but one very like what I said earlier, right? That read that I got from him with that crouch check, when he did that crouching medium punch, he did it instinctively, right? He didn't think about it. He just did it.
I did.
You can use that when you're at your final round and start really attacking it, because he's been using it for 3 rounds, 5 rounds, whatever.
Show him
it was.
how to punish a guy that crouch checks like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Making human.
So there's 2 ways with Balrog to punish Ryu on his crouch tech.
So I'm that crouch tech happy Ryu guy right now. I'm gonna be crouch tech happy. I'm gonna do it a little strong though.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go. Earlier I did crouching jab and I walked back, right? Instead, I'm gonna go crouching jab. I might take a step, or I might just go straight into standing roundhouse. So we're gonna sweep, and then we're gonna do that crouching jab too.
Oh, sorry.
Oops, sorry.
I'm
It's okay.
jabbing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Let's go again. So that's pretty clean. That's that. So there's also standing medium punch, which is a 4 stand. So you can go jab into EX upper after. There's this combo that's not very common. Eduardo and me had this years ago before anybody did it. So I'm gonna get you on that counter hit again. Hopefully I get it. Oh. Oh. One more time. Oh, messed up the timing.
I'll do regular get up.
Okay. Oops. No, it doesn't.
No, that works.
Oh, that worked?
I blew up.
Oh, well, that worked. But that was going to show you something else, actually, but
Wow.
I'll show you the other one.
Oh, really? That's fucking.
Yeah. So that is the most optimal, and look at that damage. That's a lot of damage, but that is the most optimal damage that you can get with Balrog off of that counter hit. The best. Actually, there's a better one. If he's standing and I somehow get a counter hit, I technically speaking can ultra. It's +8. No, +9.
Alright.
I don't know how I can
You get 3 tries to land.
Alright.
Alright, go.
Well, ultra, you have to be standing. I don't know how I'm gonna get you counter hit standing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it has to be standing.
I'm not gonna bother recreating that right now.
Yeah, because that's I haven't figured out a strategy to actually get that to work. I just know it technically works.
What? Who's one of Boxer's worst matchups? Because I think people want to know Boxer players. Okay, Guile, right?
No, Vega.
Oh, what's harder for Boxer, Vega or
Vega.
Guile? Really?
Well, maybe because I played against my brother all fucking. I mean,
Yeah, see, you played against your brother. That's because I think a lot of I don't know. Maybe the stream could tell me, but
How about this? What do you guys want to see out of Balrog? In fact, because I know we've been just kind of going like
everywhere.
I'm showing you guys how to do some reads. I've been going more on the technical side, I guess, more the meta. Not really showing you guys more about. Okay. Actually, we gotta go dinner soon.
Cut out dinner.
So actually, I'll give you guys 2 minutes. So any questions you guys gotta ask right now, I can show you. I can answer some of those questions, and then we gotta dip.
Yeah, ask us something.
Shiki, Shapley, that's awesome. I love hearing that. You know, maybe have him come out to a couple of the majors, because that kind of stuff is.
That guy said
honestly,
Vega
it's
too.
huh? Who says Vega?
Vega.
Yeah. Vega definitely is in my opinion the worst matchup against Balrog. I prefer playing Chun-Li or against Zangief or against
Have
Scout.
you found any like little
day.
nuances that you can tell them about against Vega at least? Like little, because you know hard matchups like you got to turn it. In my opinion, when you have a bad matchup, I think you have to learn the nuances, right?
I see a couple. So before we get into that, Balrog versus Abel, that's a 5-5 for sure. Balrog can just basically in the beginning of every match, Balrog can bully Abel because Abel has nothing. When he has no meter, if you can get one knockdown, your meaty jabs beats everything he does on wake up. Everything.
Meaty jab.
Meaty jab is the answer to that, but you kind of have to practice a little bit. It's a little bit hard being more aggressive if you're naturally. Most boxers are naturally defensive, so you have to learn to be aggressive. Next character that I saw, how to beat.
How do you beat? Wait, did you answer Dudley just now?
I didn't answer Dudley yet. Anti-Vega, I can go into some stuff with Anti-Vega. So let's go to Vega first, and then Dudley, and then we'll go to one more after that. So Vega.
Show us some little nuances you've learned in the Vega match. Like some, because I know you probably had to find like very rare windows of opportunities to take Vega down, right?
Very.
Because I'm guessing he just outplays Boxer in the neutral game, right?
The thing is, like with Boxer, he just loses the crouching roundhouse. He can't use it at all against a good Vega that knows the matchup, because
You get hit by heel kick, right?
you get hit by crouching medium punch. It's a free, so I'll show you. So I'm just gonna do like pretty much a max range, just block it.
Okay.
Max range almost.
Right.
Medium punch
Okay.
it. Just yeah.
No freaking way.
Wait, hold on. Oops. Here we go. That was like absolute max, but absolute max.
Absolute
But if it's not, it's pretty much a free medium every single time. No, Marcos knows the
He
timing.
knows his punish, yeah.
But it does that into the EX, and then like, okay, your sweep gets you what? X amount of damage, and it gets you a knockdown that doesn't really do
Sweep
too
is
much
not
for
worth
you.
it, huh?
Sweep is just like the risk versus rewards is ridiculously bad. Don't use it.
Wow, that's like
So-
one of Boxer's best normals.
Exactly. So you lose one of your best normals instantly. In fact, you're standing fierce. If the Vega knows it, standing fierce also beats punishes standing. Your crouching medium punch beats punishes standing fierce on block.
No way.
Yeah. I know my frame data. I studied. I did all the studying, dude. I put everything to the lab. This is a terrible matchup.
So what do you do in the neutral game then? Like, how are you gonna beat Vega in neutral? Right?
Well, in the neutral game, now I don't want to play this matchup. So the number one thing you got to look at, right? Vega has no 3-frame tools. 0. He doesn't have anything that's 3 frames. So if you dash punch him and he blocks it, what is he gonna do? He has nothing.
yeah.
So one of your goals to win this matchup is you have to grind out the clock, and you're basically just gonna chip him, and you try to get every piece of chip that you can, so that once you get to roughly the 50 to the 40-second mark, he starts chasing you to try to get the lead. You got to get him out of character. He's gonna try and turtle you, but since you got the chip early, once you get to the middle and late stages of the match, he's gonna chase you. He's gonna change his strategy, his meta, and that's when you take advantage of that. With if he jumps, you can headbutt him. If he dashes in, you can buffer your jab, and then you have your charge ready to go into EX upper or whatever it is, right? So your goal is to chip him early, force him to make mistakes late in the game. And if he still continues to turtle, then you just out-turtle him. That's what it is. He has nothing to punish.
You know what? I know as a Yoon player, when I get a neutral jump set up on Vega, you know, you can. I think you should invest in an overhead with Boxer. You know, just to force him, because like you got to get him out. You can't say if you jumped in on Vega. You should just go an overhead to ruin his ability to reversal you, right? Like while he's still, because he blocked high, so he has 2 seconds. You have 2 seconds to do an overhead while he's using those 2 seconds to charge. So it's like, I think as a Boxer player, if you're going to be offensive, you should use overhead, right? Like, before he gets his chargeback, because once he has a chargeback.
Yes. Overhead. I like overhead, but you still have to be. Here's the thing. Our NorCal players are really good against overheads because I taught them how to deal with overheads. Here, I'll tell you what. The way to beat overheads, you throw it. That's it. It's throwable every single time.
Yeah, like do it in a string.
It's so slow. Why don't you throw it? I don't know why people don't throw it.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like the only time that the overhead should land is when you catch him off guard in footsies. That's the only time it should land. But if you're trying to do it in strings over and over again, like that should happen every single time. It is stupid. Like I think it's ridiculous how people get hit sometimes. Anyways,
Red focus useless with boxer.
Yes. Pretty much.
Yeah, it is.
It's useless. Don't. Oh, you can land it in like a clutch moment, like
in the rare case, I have 30%. You get
I get like
roundhouse, or show me.
That's off of crouching medium to medium punch dash, so it has to be medium punch, not jab.
So it could medium rush punch.
Yeah, I'm gonna try fierce. Oops, sorry. Try fierce. That was fierce. It didn't work, so it has to be medium punch.
Oh, actually, by the way, I have a universal piece of tech against Vega. Actually, this works perfect for boxer. So when Vegas do heel kick, you wanna he's never plus. He's never plus.
Yeah.
So you're always gonna press low jab, and then you always wanna do the option select sweep if you have one, because players like you wanna look, he always backdashes.
That's good. Thank you.
Right.
That's
So look, so you block it. If I backdash, you do the low jab sweep. You usually should work.
Okay,
yeah, and if he does nothing, he's at 0 or -1, so he just takes it.
And he has no 3-frame moves, so if you press it exactly the right time, you should be beating his 4-frame moves anyways.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's really good. I think if they heel kick you, you should consider that like, oh, here's an opportunity. I'm gonna do the option select because he's either gonna block it or he's gonna backdash and he's gonna die.
I'm gonna go to the last question that we had earlier, which was Dudley. So, technically speaking, it's not a bad matchup for Balrog at all. Balrog should be able to beat Dudley. I mean, I know we've seen Smug beat Eduardo, but that was a player matchup thing, not a character matchup thing. And again, well, those are two things that you guys should always differentiate when you watch a match. Player matchup versus character matchup, they're not the same thing. They're never the same thing, in fact, because the meta is always dependent on how the players play the game.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's the player.
It really is. At the end of the day, it really is the player. So some players who play Yun that play against. Anyways, I'll go into that another day. That's way too much. But Balrog can basically space him out really well with standing jabs, crouching jabs. Every single time that Dudley tries to do a standing fierce and a whiffs, you should be punishing that with your own fierce because your fierce goes further. If he tries to go ducking, you should be always pressing jab. If he goes crouching EX ducking, you should always be going crouching medium or crouching short to dash punch. You should be buffering that every single time. So he shouldn't be able to get in. Plus, I don't know if you guys know this, but standing roundhouse into the regular ducking with Dudley is always at least -3 every single time. It is never safe. So Smug gets away with that a lot. If he does medium punch to regular ducking, it's more than -3. It's terrible.
So strong to
regular ducking. Just empty ducking.
Or is it? Just empty ducking.
If it's just empty ducking and you go standing roundhouse, that's at the best -3. At best. It doesn't get any better. -3 is the best case scenario.
Wow. That's good to know.
Anything that's not a standing roundhouse, or if he does a different ducking, it's worse.
By the way, watch, block this roundhouse, you can punish Vega's roundhouse. Try, watch, block this and press stand jab rush punch.
Okay. Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah. Yun's elbow reaches.
Try it again. Doing it late? I don't think I'm doing it late. I just think my jab just sucks.
You can't, no, because it's -5, I think.
Yeah.
Or not even that's really it's actually unsafe. Like Yun's elbow beats it clean. Like I actually blocked for both hits and it fucking reaches him. So I don't know, maybe you have a normal.
No, I don't. That's the best normal.
What about sweep?
No? Sweep's not 4 frames or 5 frames.
Yeah, this matchup is hard.
No, this is by far one of the worst matchups in the game in my personal opinion. But again, like I played really differently from like Eduardo and whatnot, so I think they performed better than me in this matchup. Anyways, but that about wraps it up for us. I think. I mean, thanks for watching us earlier, being just massive trolls. I know it wasn't like technical matches; you guys didn't learn crap from it, but I don't think you played for that intention. In this case, though, with what we're doing here, no, we have all we have all the intention to really provide you guys with a lot of insightful information to help you guys level up as players. So if you guys are around in SoCal, definitely hit up Alex. I mean, this guy's one of the nicest guys in the FGC. He'll definitely help you guys out. If you guys are ever in NorCal, there's a Facebook page that you guys can go to, reach out to us. I've been pretty much hosting one of the guys the entire week. So we'll definitely show you guys NorCal hospitality. We'll take you guys to some of the sessions, show you guys around, and you know, you guys want to level up, I mean, you guys got to reach out. If you guys don't want to level up, you guys just want to watch, that's fine too. No problem. In the meantime, any last words, guys?
I'll sign out.
Oh yeah, Alex, sign out. Log out. Just log out of your Xbox logo.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this NorCal edition of my NorCal edition of my YouTube series for Cross Counter. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Julio's gonna start streaming soon, so look out for that. And Crackfiend is gonna be hosting more events, so look out for that. And you can contact them on their NorCal page on Facebook, SRK X Factor. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming again next week with Velociraptor. So yeah, make sure to follow the channel, subscribe. Also make sure to follow my Twitter and Twitch at Alex Myers SF4. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Have a good night. Be safe. All right, later, guys.
Goodbye, friends.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.